Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Your weekend is not complete without the First Lady of New York Radio. It's the Joan Hamburg Show. Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Tova's a wonderful actress, and she does everything. So you've been through a lot in the last couple of weeks, and are you giving yourself a little breather now, or pushing
Actually,
on?
I don't get my breather till next week, but I was with you 5 days before she passed away and had the honor of singing to her. I sang certain things, a prayer of healing, and then I sang to her from Funny Girl, and she very much enjoyed it, and she would pass away 5 days later. But I have been hired, if you will, asked to narrate her last book called The Joy of Connection. And that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow in a sound studio for the next 2 days. And then I'm going to take a bit of a breather between, I'd say, August 4th and August 26th. August 26th, I'll be at Sag Harbor again with Joy Behar doing her monologues called My First Ex-Husband. So
I know. I actually saw that at a rehearsal, and it's going to be great.
Yeah. So things are good. I am in Washington, D.C., flying home to New York as we speak because I just completed shooting a movie called, what is it called? It's called The Upside of Unrequited. And it's about a self-inflicted third wheel, a young kid named Molly, and I'm her grandmother and trying to get her to break through. I'm also the mother of a woman named Patricia, who is gay and is married to a woman named Nadine. And the last picture I did, A Boy Like Him, same thing. I was the grandmother of a transgender character. So it's been in our lifetime, Joan. We have seen the tent of inclusion explode, and I'm getting some very interesting jobs as the matriarch of some very interesting families. So A Girl Like Him debuts in September. I did a series with Kristen Bell called Nobody Wants This. Let's hope everybody wants this.
Mm-hmm.
That will come out September 26th for Netflix.
So you're busy as can be.
I'm busy, but I'm taking the 4th to the 25th off. I'm going to stay in Quag and enjoy my husband and the pool without any employment.
Right.
At least I hope so.
I hope so. You need that. And
yeah.
And you did recently, or to fill me in with Aging is Optional.
Thank you for bringing it up. We did a 4-venue tour. We opened at the Suffolk County Theater on July 11th. We opened at LTV in Waynescott on July 13th. We opened at my first outdoor concert. It was massive at Exeter Park in Huntington. And then I just finished the Iridium. And the Iridium hasn't invited a Broadway actor to sing on its stage in decades. So I was the first. I had a wonderful experience. It was July 20th. And then I left to shoot this movie, The Upside of Unrequited. Get this, directed by Anna Elizabeth and Hilary Shakespeare. Yes, their last name is Shakespeare.
So funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Did you enjoy that?
Very much. I mean, I'm at this point, I'm always the oldest one on the set. And people are treating me beautifully. They're also asking me, do I need help? Can I get up the stairs?
I know, it's amazing, right?
It's service with a smile. But I'm still swimming a mile a day. If you put me near a pool, I'll swim a mile. And that's what I did in Washington, D.C., and enjoyed it very, very much.
Yeah, well, you're entitled to enjoy it because you're working all the time.
Things are good. I think if you can still move your face and you don't have plastic surgery at my age, people, and your work is good, you can be a hero with 1,000 faces as opposed to a hero with your body in New York and your face in Chicago.
It's really true. And you and I see a lot of people who sort of overdo it. More is not enough. And it just doesn't look that good, no matter what.
Somehow it doesn't fully tell the truth. I wish it did. I mean, I'd love to get stuff done, but I don't do it because I see what often the results are. It has to be, they have to do, I mean, I don't know who's working on Jennifer Aniston, but that's a very good deal. And even Jane Fonda looks pulled, but she's marvelous. She says, I've had work. It's the first thing she says. Anyway, that's not for me. So I'm working
you are lucky too, because you naturally look good and have good skin. Some of these women could look okay, but they just overdo it. And what can you do? It's all right. I wish I had the courage.
Well, I think once it's done also, and if there's any mistake or upset, and there's no going back. How do you correct these things? Anyway, I haven't done it. I've been too busy working and having my wrinkles earn a living. I mean, the camera loves a natural face. So,
I love that. And that's a good title for a bit if you're doing one of those things for Joy Behar. Let my wrinkles, your wrinkles will tell a story.
That's right. It's really true. Your life lives on your face and on the rest of you. But we're good. Andy and I are married 48 years now. I do a unit in Aging is Optional. I do a whole unit of how he came backstage February 16th, 1976. And we met and he asked me out for coffee and I said, absolutely not. Go back to Harvard and marry a Radcliffe teacher. And he said, marry? I'm just asking you out for coffee.
You never was one to waste time. Right? You went right for it. Oh, you didn't know?
It's crazy.
It is. But you're having a good time. And
we're
I love
good.
that.
Our health is our wealth. And so far, so good. We're healthy. The children live near us. Amanda and Joel live in Williamsburg.
How are
Brandon
they?
And Jamie, they live at Lincoln Center. They're marvelous. And, they've gifted us with Sydney May, who will be 4, August 25th. Lily, we call her Lily, Amelia, who's 2. And then Amanda has 2, Raphael, who is 5, and little Camille, who is 3. So we have these 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a blessing in our lives. And we're busy with them and busy teaching them and busy taking them to the sea. They love the sea. So we go in the pool in Quag and then we go to the sea and they really delight. Yeah.
No, it's great. And I have been thinking of you because I know your relationship with Dr. Ruth and you've just got that gift of human connection. And that was part of your deal with Dr. Ruth.
I'm so lucky that she took me into her heart, which I think she probably does with everyone. But
no, she had a special relationship with you.
We were, I'm honored to say we were very close. We talked constantly. And the fact that I was with her when I got the call from Miriam that she was not in great shape and from Pierre Lehu, who's been I just got it. I was in Quag. I got in that car and 2 hours later I was at the apartment. And she died of the effects of a second stroke. And she couldn't speak very well. She couldn't articulate. But when I sang to her, I finished singing and she went, Tova Feldshuh, bravo.
Oh.
Just like that. Just clear as a bell. So her cognitive skills were still there, but her ability to speak was compromised. And then she passed away holding the hands of her children. So.
Yeah, well, that's a gift.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ARTS. Just go to Indeed.com/ARTS right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
And the thing is, you've also, where people have a thing about aging in this country and in our city too. And as you said, once I was reaching that point when whatever they want to call us, a senior citizen or whatever, you started singing about it and using it in a really different way.
Thank you. Well, aging is optional. I'm not saying it doesn't take discipline and vision. I mean, look at you. You're still full tip boogie. You're operating on all 8 cylinders cognitively, and you're doing your work. There's a part of me, that would like to stop working. And then I said, I can't stop working because I'll lose my edge. I'm afraid to lose my higher purpose. And my highest purpose, Joan, besides connection, is connection through transformation.
Right.
That if I can play Peter Pan in Aging is Optional, think what you can do. That's the constant message. So when Aging is Optional, I play Peter Pan, I play my mother, I play my grandmother, I play Sylvia Chronic of WYOY, 24 hours old depression all the time. I play all these different people. And it's very funny and I hope very moving. And we did very, very well. I'm hired to go down to Florida to do Tova's Leona, the impresario down there, Kevin Barrett, where I play Pompano Beach and then the Delray Playhouse for 8 concerts.
That should be great.
Wants her to come back with the Leona Helmsley show. So I'll get to work with my director and collaborator, Jeff Harner, and my wonderful musical director, James Foxy.
And she is such a character. Her husband, ex-husband, was my next door neighbor. So
really,
we heard a lot of stuff about Leona and about everything else. Speaking of characters, there was one of the great characters in this country.
Unbelievable. I think if part of your character, of your beingness, of your soul, of your personality, is missing that empathetic ability, you really can screw yourself up. Whether it's Leona or whether it's Donald Trump, you can really create havoc and uncertainty and a universe that's tilted. And on the other hand, because I played her, I have to find out why I love her. She was a genius at being a house executive. She would have been the best housekeeper in the world. Because she saw things out of order that other people literally didn't see. And unlike Donald Trump, she didn't lie about it. She saw the dust. And she said there's dust. And if the person didn't take care of it after the 3rd time, she would fire them. So she couldn't bear to live around it. It doesn't mean she was the best natured, but in this one area, she was brilliant. I mean, that Helmsley Palace was run like a jewel. I had my 50th birthday party there. It was just exquisite. It was very dependable in those days.
I never understood, when they were always talking about she's got to go to jail, she's got to do this and do that. You've got a woman with that kind of talent. Let her run classes and courses teaching people how to go into that business and how to deal with all those things, because she really knew what she was doing.
Yes, how clever of you to say that. That's actually true. They could have used her talent. She felt she was victimized, but, Rudy was on the rise and wanted to become mayor. He was, I think, Attorney General of New York City, and he went after. He went after. You just have to make sure your ducks are in order, particularly if you're rich, whether you're the wonderful Milton man. He got in trouble too, but he has this phenomenal museum, phenomenal archive of obscure Jewish music. He's done tremendous amount of philanthropy. Leona not so much, but Leona's foundation, now that they're both deceased, is very well.
Right.
Supports hospitals. It supports the sovereign state of Israel in terms of the Israeli health programs and things that are non-combatant.
Were you ever worried or concerned about aging? I never remember that being a part of your personality.
Well, I left Hollywood. I was in Hollywood for the first 5 years of our marriage, and it wasn't for me. People kept telling me I was too intellectual and I didn't present myself sexually enough at the auditions. So the only time I was concerned is when I turned 40 and I was out doing a job there, and my agent, my love, he's gone now, Joel Green from ICN, he said, you really should do some work on your face. You're starting to age. And that was the only time it was mentioned, and everybody was fooling with themselves at that time. And I think I tried a little Botox and whatnot. And then I know, I never did that cheek thing where looks like you have two apples on your cheek, each cheek that looks like an apple. And it's weird. So anyway, I did a little Botox and a little filler, and then my beautiful eyebrows with the Botox, they fell into my eyes. I said, "Oh my God, this is not going to work. This is not going to work." So I just stopped. And now it's you can go to a nurse practitioner if you have concerns about your budget, and people do stuff, but it's not for me. Also, I wear goggles every day to swim a mile, so. If I get a filler, I'm going to have a dent that looks like the Grand Canyon. The epidermis doesn't recuperate as quickly when you're a senior citizen as it does when you're young. It doesn't have that collagen. So I'm not worried about it because my husband loves me. I have my partner, and my children love me, and we're still sexy, and I just don't worry about it. I love the freedom of age. I was working with a really handsome guy named Luke Eisner, who was one of the Ralph Lauren models and was an actor in this movie. And I looked at him and I went, "Whoa, you're just simply gorgeous." I just took that was on my mind, and people appreciate it because I'm in no way a sexual or romantic threat on a set.
You're telling him the truth.
Oh, exactly right. It just spilled out. There were some very, very wonderful actors here. A woman named Rutina Wesley, who's a graduate of Juilliard, was marvelous, and we're both friends with Denai Guerrera, one of the leads in The Walking Dead, who also had a play on Broadway. It's a new generation. The one thing I do want to do is keep up with people, keep up with my ability to be computer fluent, stuff like that. I have a website. Oh, wait a minute. The most important thing is the Feldshuh Fund for Women's Health. The Entertainment Community Fund now has a recording studio in its offices at 729 7th. And I have made a video about the Feldshuh Fund for Women's Health for early detection of ovarian and all reproductive cancers. And I have raised enough money and given enough money that I can support free testing of C125 and free genetic paneling of anybody at risk. So that's my proudest achievement to celebrate 50 years on Broadway.
Great. Good for you, Tova. That's really amazing. Well, I love talking to you.
And I you, Joe.
And we'll talk again. You'll fill us in. You make aging look good. Make everyone want to have it. Whatever it is we wanted. She's got it. We want it. All right,
that's
Tova.
Great,
say hi to everyone, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Much love, Joe. Thanks
so
much.
Honey. Tova Feldshuh. I'm Joan Hamburg, and of course, this is WABC, your favorite. Stay tuned.